Most of our projects are in the mountains of West Virginia, and most of these are on rough, rugged, and mountainous terrain. Building on sites like this can be a challenge logistically when determining house and utility placement. This is an example of a site model for a project just starting in the conceptual phase, and the first step is to locate the house placement given the unique site features this property has. We often start a design process by modeling the land because it influences the design. The terrain, the views, and other land features are all elements we consider when going through our schematic design phase. We start this process first by getting the property boundaries as they are recorded in the online county PARCEL viewer. In our modeling software, we import the terrain, which is geolocated and similar to what you find on Google Earth. We import the GPS points and locate the property lines. We continue to build the model by creating the terrain and adding contours to show elevations. This is the beginning of the site model that we will develop into a site plan that will include the house and utility locations, tree clearing and site prep work, stormwater plan when needed. We are now ready for the field work and start on site by locating property boundaries and also collecting other data, including significant trees that are to remain in the building area and other features. In this example, there are rock outcroppings that the client wants to incorporate into the design and the placement of the home. The data we import for the model does not include any recent changes to the terrain and does not clearly show tree coverage. To collect this information, we use drone mapping software and program a flight path over the property. We run the drone in a grid pattern, taking pictures every 2 seconds. This will help us with an updated aerial view of the property. It will also build a point cloud, which is a 3D model of the existing forest and land improvements. It will give us a rough approximation of tree canopy height. For this project, that was not important, but at the end of this video, I'll show you a better example of when this is helpful. So what we are doing here today is doing a perk test for a soon-to-be property owner. Part of the agreement and the purchase was that the land would perk. The property hasn't been marked, and where the house might be located is relatively close to what we thought the property boundaries might be. Right now I'm just getting the corners and the property line located where we want to do the perk test and where the drain field will be. So I have a GPS device that will give me a level of accuracy up to 2 centimeters, and it's as accurate as the information that the county PARCEL viewer has online. They publish that information using ArcGIS. I can download that information into the Field Maps app. So that's what I'm using to locate the property lines and the corners. And I'll just mark the trees as I did here and other places, so we know as we're going through site planning and development or considering house location where those property lines are. We now have the site model built and are ready to talk about the house placement. We consider tree removal and the location for utilities. Once determined, we return to the site to meet the excavator that is performing the perk test.
Bob B. Excavating. We just are conducting a percolation test for a septic system, and we have a 6-foot observation hole. This is to dictate what's in the ground, make sure that it's not bedrock or water table is high. And then we have to do 4 percolation holes, which are 8 inches, approximately 20 to 24 inches deep. They're filled with water. We maintain water in them for at least 4 hours. After the 4 hours, then we do a reduction of 6 inches, and we measure that 6 inches of drainage, natural drainage. We take that average, and that gives us our percolation.
At this point, we have the preliminary house location and the beginning of a site plan. For our clients that are not living in the area, we can easily share the model so they can import it into Google Earth. This information will be used throughout the rest of the design work to ensure that the building plans are appropriate for the site.